now that we have some sense of whole numbers, right, they're a set of numbers related to counting, and again, that's the foundation of elementary school mathematics, are these whole numbers, especially early grades. We now have these numeration systems or number systems, right? We have these symbols that are numerals that we use to describe quantities or have meaning in relationship to numbers. And so we have the tally system, which is a basic system. You can count how many, and that represents the amount. Babylonian numeration system, again, interesting symbols here. Egyptian numeration system, how it's used. You have these symbols and their meaning to the values. And this is an example of an additive system because you take your symbols and just add them together. And in this section, we're going to emphasize Roman numerals and Mayan numerals. So we'll take a little bit deeper dive into those. And so from Roman numerals, you have these letters that have some meaning here. And so these are some common values for these letters. And then you also have this other symbols, again, these numerals, right, the symbols we use to represent these values here. So it's a combination of two letters to make a new value. And so because we have examples like this, you see how the V is 5 and the IV is 4. Roman numerals are also, they're additive because you're going to add numbers together, you can see, but they're also subtractive system because we end up subtracting 1 from 5 to get us 4. And there's some rules to that as what we're as we try to convert to from Roman numerals to our decimal system. And you can see here's an example. CCL XXXI is 281. Your CCs are 100. Your XXXX, where are we here? Oh, L is 50. X's are 10. There's your 80 and then the 1. And then you also have the MCV III represents 1108. And then you have this system here where you end up, when you get these special symbols here, right, when from reading left to right, if the values of the symbols in any pair increase, group those together. And so you can see we have these groupings. We have these groupings here because C is 100 and M is 1,000. And so you have this opposite, right? It increases from small to big, right? When these went from big to small. Once you have that, you know you're going to have these special values or use subtraction system to do that. And so then you can see where you get those numbers. And so then using those symbols, we can also then see off of that example that the Roman system is also positional, right? And so positional means where it's located has an effect. Since the position of the numeral can affect the value, it's positional. VI means 6, IV is 4. And so you got to keep that in mind in terms of the Roman numeral system. And then there are some examples here. Take a look. You have example 2.9 here. Here are 3 Roman numerals and then the amounts that go with them. And again, notice on some of them we have the subtraction going on. So how you group them becomes important there.